I looked at Myra and gave her like a weird face, and she like looked at me in disappointment.
Good old Myra. Alright, we're...
What are we searching for? A quick match?
Oh, cancel.
Not again.
We don't
Yaman wants us to slaughter innocent people.
We're probably the ones gonna get slaughtered.
Yeah. I know.
He's trying to be positive. Gosh.
It's a little bit unclear which one you get put into. It's just like whether it's highlighted or not.
You just click a button and it goes there.
No, you click the button and then you click the search button. Like first you have to pick the one and then you pick the search.
So you like click it and then you search and then there's no problem.
Yeah, but it's not clear that you need to take a second step. Especially when you just got done with a different one. Like it defaults to one that's the one you didn't use last.
Yeah, so it wants you to play with other people so that's more popular. So it's gonna obviously be defaulted on that.
Whoa, so Black Forest.
Bam, a lamb.
Okay, you've got 25 seconds to pick your colony.
Alright, since I lost with the Abbasid dynasty, I want to try it again.
I'm gonna be English still anyway. Do.
China builds twice as fast, except for defenses, which only are 50% faster. But
for every English, that's not good.
For every
English is supposedly the easiest.
Yes.
Also, he's got 3 dynasties.
As long as they don't have a bunch of camels or a bunch of ships.
That's not good for Yemen.
Counter them. Oh yeah, also the dynasties can make those rams and stuff without proper requirements.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, they can make battering rams and a couple other siege things.
Better ram it up.
I figure everybody can make battering rams.
Well, we have to get the building for it. They can build it with something else, I believe. I just read.
Oh, with our like wisdom center?
I don't know. I was reading China, you have to build 2 of the wonders or whatever they are to advance each stage.
Ooh, that's nasty.
But you get like double the bonuses for everything. And they build everything twice as fast anyways, so...
I think Black Forest, that's pretty good for us.
بما تأمر سأذهب أتحرك بما تأمر الحطب مستعد سأذهب كما تشاء مستعد أمرك ذاهبة
I'm gonna put my wood forward. I think that makes sense.
ماذا؟ ذاهبة أمرك ساعدني.
Oh, I got host on Black Forest, of all things.
ما الأوامر؟ أصعد على ظهر الحصان. بكل تأكيد. بما تأمر؟ أتحرك. إنها أوامر. كما تريد. نحن نتحرك. فارس كما تشاء. أجل. سأنفذ. أمرك. سأذهب. أمرك أسير.
اذهب. أبني. استعدوا. نحن ننطلق.
حسنا.
معا.
مفهوم.
How do I build a lumber camp again? There it is.
أعمل.
سأفعل.
مستعدة.
I feel like I can still walk around these trees.
أعمل. أتحرك.
Nope, I cannot.
حسنا. أبني. أتحرك. سأبني. مستعدة. أعمل.
فارس أصعد على ظهر الحصان. الأعداء.
جد.
أمرك.
بما تأمر كما تريد.
I keep seeing the stress test moving around. I think it's like a person.
Missed a stress test.
ماذا؟
There he goes.
ماذا؟
Alright, I better make a mining camp, huh?
سأبني. بما تأمر؟
ماذا؟ أبني. بما تأمر؟
الأعداء. بما تأمر؟ مستعد.
And the sheep goes so slow.
سأنفذ. ماذا؟
شيد.
Food and gold. Alright, I got somebody trying to work on the gold. Looks like I maybe have too much wood.
ماذا؟ ذاهبة.
So houses don't make house walls, which is, I think, a good thing.
سأبني. أمرك.
We definitely want to age up sooner rather than later. Oh gosh, they're fast at aging up.
Are they already aged up?
One of them just did.
تم الأمر.
I think two of them just did.
بما تأمر؟
Alright, well.
أنقذ.
I lost my my camp.
خطر. بما مستعد؟ أسير. أبني.
Oh, I've got a villager on this side. What the heck?
أمرك. أبني.
تم الأمر.
مستعدة. بما تأمر أسير. ذاهبة. أسير. كما تشاء لقد توقفت. كما تريد.
Why won't he finish building?
ذاهبة. أعمل. أتحرك.
He's supposed to build, but he doesn't know how to build now.
سأبني.
Hey, Blue's stealing my sheep.
Stop them.
I
And
can't.
blue.
No, it's like a light blue.
أمرك.
He's going into your town. Your guy is passing in. I'm trying to chase after him, but I mean, I guess you can keep the sheep if you can get them, but I wouldn't let him get them.
ما الأوامر؟ بما تأمر. مستعد. بما تأمر. ذاهب. أتحرك. أتحرك.
Got him cornered. The sheep are free.
سأذهب.
Uh-oh. I hear noise.
أبني.
War drums.
ماذا؟ أجل. مرحبا.
This blob over here.
ما حاجتك؟
I don't have any trees near me.
سيتم تشييد
It's in front of you.
استعد مفهوم. أمرك سيدي. تحركوا.
Enemy scouts keep wandering
إذا
around.
فلتتحركوا.
Okay, farms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
لدي مهمة؟ شيد جيدا. أنا فرحة. ما حاجتك؟ سأنطلق. سأبني هذا. شيد جيدا.
Oh, I need population.
لدي مهمة. مفهوم. أمرك سيدي. سأبني هذا. أجل. ذاهب أوامرك يا سيد. أجل. مرحبا. سأبني هذا. وصل الكشافة. أتحرك الآن.
لدي مهمة؟ سأنطلق. سأبدأ العمل.
جيدة جيدة.
أجل. مرحبا.
Does anybody have a market?
No, not yet.
I got a market. It's right in Blue's base.
My blue?
Oh, is that you? I'll put another one in red space.
جاهز للعمل في الحال. ما سأبدأ جاهز للعمل. تم ترتيب أمور التجارة. ما حاجتك؟ القرويون هنا.
ما حاجتك؟ في الحال. أتحرك الآن.
Oh no, I lost a villager.
ما حاجتك؟ لدي مهمة.
أجل. مرحبا.
Alright, I probably need to make more
استعدوا
farmers.
جميعاً. أمر ما تريد.
أجل. مرحبا.
Where's your market?
سأبدأ العمل.
لدي مهمة.
Yeah, market here.
Anybody's.
Here.
I don't have it unlocked yet. Oh, I do.
I'm along the bottom, the top main.
I don't know how they're getting in.
It doesn't have a wall up.
I put a wall over there, I thought.
There's like a bunch of little paths around my side. Oh no, someone's got a wall built here.
لدي
I
مهمة.
put a wall, I thought. Where's the other path?
In between two of these walls. Like,
Doesn't
know.
look like it. Doesn't look like, I think those guys are just stuck in here.
أجمع الحطب.
there. People can just... Oh no, you got a second wall in front of that.
Yeah.
Oh no.
القرويون مستعدون وحاضرون.
I don't know.
القروي أسرعوا أيها القرويون. نحو الإعلان للتجارة. الأوامر قادمة.
كما تريد.
سيتم تشييد ذلك.
حسناً.
They're attacking my wall now. I think they got a way around my wall though, so it's confusing to me.
ما حاجتك؟ ما حاجتك؟
أصبر. سأذهب للتعيين.
Military? Need more food.
الأول أصبر.
كما تريد. لدي مهمة.
سأبدأ العمل. استعدوا جميعا.
شيدت.
سأقطع الحطب.
القرويون أسرعوا أيها القرويون.
Very confused about how my guy got down there.
سيتم تشييد ذلك. ما حاجتك؟ سأتحرك الآن. مفهوم. أمرك يا سيدي.
Make some more hoses.
القرويون مستعدون وحاضرون. لدي مهمة. سأبني هذا. أراقب وأنا أتحرك.
I'll finish making the house for you.
لدي مهمة. أنا متجهة. سيتم تشييد ذلك. أجل. مرحبا. علم كما تشاء. سأفعل ذلك. أنا متجهة. أتريد أن ألتقط الحطب؟ سأبني هذا.
الفارس مستعد. اتبع الأوامر. مرحبا. أعطوا راكبا. ما حاجتك؟
ما حاجتك؟ سأبدأ العمل.
الأعداء قريبون.
جيدا جيدا.
جاهزون
I
للعمل.
thought I built an economic wing.
جيدا جيدا.
نواجه مشكلة هنا.
يعجبني ذلك.
لدي مهمة. لدي مهمة. العدو. جاهز للعمل.
Ooh, that guy's carrying lots of gold, isn't he? The new age begins.
حان وقت العمل. العدو يهاجم.
The castle age, eh? Looks like walls are really effective against intermediate AI. Oh, yeah.
حان وقت العمل.
I had a little bit of a rough start to try and get the stream going, but otherwise everything's been good. I have to run it at really low settings to make it work.
ماذا لديك لأفعل؟ حان وقت
سأبني
العمل.
ذلك الآن. سأبني بناء.
ماذا لديك
Time to
لأفعل؟
attack the walls.
حان وقت العمل.
Yeah, no, I built it. There it is.
مشيد جيدا.
Alright, I think I need to start making stable and archery range.
جيدا.
What a
ينبغي
blacksmith.
بهذا أن يضبط.
سأبني ذلك الآن.
ماذا لديك لأفعل؟ اعتبر الأمر
Archery
منتهيا.
range, archery range. Weird when you don't know where the things are.
استعداد لبعض العمل.
Where the heck is the arc range? There it is. I'm playing Tetris over here with these buildings.
سأنهي بناء ذلك عما قريب.
Oh, they brought a ram. Walls are really OP right now, aren't they? Super OP walling. I think I can make a fortress, can't I? Let's put a keeper right here. Finders keepers. Did I finish my smithing? Yeah.
أجيد ما أفعل.
على استعداد للمهمة التالية.
Looks like I've got resources coming in all over the place.
يسرني ذلك.
Mining camp. Do I need a mining camp?
أنصتوا جميعا، سنتلقى الأوامر. مبنى لتشييده.
Oh, they broke through my wall.
Need help?
No, they broke through my front wall. I got a back wall.
جيد، بناء رائع. عمل جيد تم على أكمل وجه.
They're attacking the wall in the middle. Hey, well, that's not allowed.
Where did my army go? I walked them over there, I thought. They like went a completely different direction. I don't see them.
Well, I might be in trouble here soon.
Oh, I see them.
They broke through that center wall.
Artillery.
سأشيد هذا البناء.
You got a lot of villagers doing nothing.
Yeah, I'm trying to get them to go cut down trees in the distance.
If you highlight them all and then shift, but I don't know if that helps.
Well, highlighting them all is the difficult part. For the most, I have to gather them first. They all spread around, hang behind a different building each. There's no group select that I can find.
I just like highlight them, press shift, and then click where they need to go.
let's get a mining camp up here. I got lots of resources. I guess now I just need to make some armies. So apparently there's a special way I'm supposed to make siege that I'm not aware of.
It's like, I think it's just earlier access to it.
Let's see. Not a market, not a blacksmith, not a stable. Yeah, where to make my siege at. Smooth? No. Can't make another House of Wisdom. I guess I'll make a barracks, but it doesn't seem to be the thing that I need. I've got loads and loads of resources. Suppose I need a gate, huh? Gate. Stone wall gate. Having two keeps in one place, OP.
لن ترتاح قلوب الأشرار سأتبع أوامرك من دواعي سروري أن أعمل في منازلي
I guess I'll just make a bunch of camel stuff.
Oh, I'm being attacked.
Where at?
They ran away. Oh no. In the middle wall.
صمتا واسمعوا الأوامر.
There's no way to see like all of your
Red,
queued
you want to
units.
send some help?
I've got some in the middle wall.
Some help is take a little bit still over there.
Where's the danger?
We can back up. Back up. I'm gonna have this guy finish building this. I got a castle over by your place, so it should be good. Oh, I can't create a monk because my population is too high. How do I kill my guys?
نحن نغادر المكان. الطاعة واجبي. نتعرض لقصف العدو. سأمضي إلى الأمام راكبا.
Upgrade to elite complete.
أنا مستعد لتلقي التعليمات. لن ترتاح قلوب الأشرار.
I feel like I don't get siege workshops of any kind.
Guys are stuck in the door and all freaking out.
أجيد ما
Do I need to
أفعل.
help them somehow?
Oh, no, I got them. I just moved them around. They're better.
نحن تحت القصر.
إننا في انتظار التعليمات أيها القرويون.
How did they get in the side there? What the heck?
اسمعوا بحب. أمرك واضح. كما تشاء.
سأتبع أمرك.
Guess that should help. You guys see any relics on the map?
There's one.
إنجاز.
What was it?
I think I might have grabbed it already, the one that you might be thinking of.
Yeah, I don't see it anymore.
Oh, there they come.
اسمعوا بحرص يا رجال لدينا أوامر.
We're putting up a fortress over here.
يسرني ذلك. انتباه، الأوامر قادمة.
الأوامر قادمة. اتبعوني وأنا أسير راكبا
There's a relic
أمامكم.
right here.
أطيع
I don't
Oh,
know
never mind, it
how
was
to
taken.
this.
Someone's trying to capture one. I just killed a guy.
الأوامر قادمة.
Let's put a town center right here.
مبنى تشييده.
أوامر جديدة.
Moving through that middle
قف
wall.
مسيرة طويلة
You've got the
لنا.
next part walled off.
Give me a minute.
نحن نغادر
They're just
المكان.
attacking the broken wall.
Now where is it?
اتبعوني وأنا أسير راكبا.
You should be able to.
They're just hanging out over there.
Oh, is it all my people okay where they are?
إلى الأمان.
What did you say you can't go through the wall? Because there's a
Oh,
gate.
there's a bunch of guys over here
Well,
trying to eat me.
I will send some people, I guess.
راكبا.
They're like living in the old area that you walled off once the first gate broke.
Oh, I thought those were your people, red?
No, those are like orange.
كما أمرت. مسيرة طويلة لنا.
You raid!
الضعف واجبي. وأسمع الأوامر. كسر الموت والتراب عبث إلى زمان منتظر بفارغ الصبر. إنهم ضم الدروج وجاهزون. إنهم ضم الدروج وجاهزون.
I need more gold. What the heck?
سلاح راكبي الجمال جاهز دائما.
I might be able to help with that. See, how do I do that?
نتعرض للإطلاق.
There's a pretty big tax on sending you gold.
Oh, I see. The wall's been opened. Oh, but it's
Vale came to fulfill my army.
أريد أن أرضيه قتيلا.
I wonder if there's a way I can get my tribute costs down lower.
أنصتوا جميعا ألا أنصتوا جميعا.
لن ترتاح قلوب الأشرار.
Oh my god! My arrows, my guys were doing a little dance. I couldn't figure out what to do.
احرصوا على تشييده جيدا. أنصتوا جميعا، سنتلقى الأوامر.
حسنا، أنصتوا جميعا، الأوامر قادمة. القرويون جاهزون وفي انتظار العمل.
Oh, I can make them lost.
نقلا
It
لتشييده.
looks like I control a sacred site here, maybe?
Nice.
Or maybe I have to send like a monk over here to the sacred site to... confused on what it is.
اسمعوا بحرص إلى الأمام جميعكم الآن. نحن نسلطن واسمعوا الأوامر.
Yeah, you need a monk. I've got one being built up here. I'll send it down for a little short walk.
Okay, I'm gonna send keep a few people behind then.
أيها القرويون، آن وقت إنهاء
Oh, they can build fortresses like crazy.
مبنى لتشييده.
That's gonna be my strategy for pushing forward.
ما حاجتك إلي؟
انتباه، الأوامر قادمة.
Alright, the monk is on his way.
يسرني ذلك.
So game over in 10 minutes.
أنصتوا جميعا، سنتلقى الأوامر. أوامر جديدة. قفوا مستعدين. أمرك واضح.
أمرك، أنا مستعدة لتلقي التعليمات.
إنه عمل جيد. بناء رائع. القرويون جاهزون سأنفذ على الفور. طاعة من يأمر بالفضيلة. أنتم جميعا نحن تحت النصر. كله لي. سأحرص على تشييده جيدا. الأوامر قد أطيع أم من تريد أن أصطاد؟ اتصمت. أركب كما أمرت. كما تشاء. اتبعوني وأنا أسير راكبا أمامكم. نحن نغادر المكان. حسنين. اتبعوني وأنا أسير راكبا أمامكم. أمرك واضح. أمرك.
Okay, so I gotta wonder, and I think we're gonna win in 8 minutes.
Yes.
And it looks like we're gonna control all the holy sites as well.
Double win.
And I've got like a little army down here waiting for them to push me, but they're not pushing me.
They're attacking the one sacred site.
اسمعوا بحرص يا رجال، لدينا أوامر. الأوامر قادمة. الأوامر.
أنصتوا جميعا، سنتلقى الأوامر. سأحرص على تشييده جيدا.
Looks like we're gonna win, that's nice.
Yes.
Yeah.
أنصتوا جميعا.
أوامر جديدة. قفوا مستعدين. الطاعة واجبي. مسيرة طويلة لنا. حسنا. الأوامر قادمة. أشيد مع سأشيد هذا الكتاب. نحن تحت القاص. مجاهدون وفي استقبال العمل. سأشيد هذا البناء.
Oh man, I tried to build a keep next to their keep.
They're really mad about my keep.
Where even is it? I've got so much stuff everywhere, I don't know what anything looks like.
I've got keeps all over the place in front of my base. Buster Beast is Imperial!
I don't know what they were doing over there, it's been taking forever.
سأحرص على تشييده جيدا.
الأعداء قادمون إلينا.
These keeps don't kill these military units very quickly. I'm surprised how much Orange is trying to push in there. Black Forest is still very much Black Forest.
سأشيد هذا البناء. سأحرص على تشغيله جيدا.
الحربيون جاهزون وانتظار العمل. مبنى لتشييده. الأعداء قادمون إلينا.
Oh, these villagers just running through danger zones. So in the British keep, I can make siege units, but then I still haven't figured out how to make any siege units. That's like this Abu Said guy.
The siege workshop. Oh, the keep.
The keep is where I made him back in. Oh, I see. I thought it was the settings. I thought that was to go in the settings.
Yeah. Different kind of gear. Time for war.
Years of war. Now I know. We haven't been back to my Hall of Wisdom lately.
Job, guys.
Nice. We are victorious. Oh, we can still look at the map? Nope. Now we can't.
Nope. That's really crappy.
Yeah, that's
How'd we do?
Let's take a look at that timeline.
Yeah, man. Looks like I was the third in terms of getting the pop.
I won. I won.
You did it.
I guess you don't get society points for making keeps.
How many? Oh, there we go. Damn, I was +3
+3 on what?
on kills.
Oh.
Yaman was super positive. Then Bethany and Buster were not.
What?
I mostly just
You guys
used
both went
archers.
negative.
Negative on what?
Kills.
Oh, well, yeah. Well, I mean, we weren't murderers.
I had resources for days.
I was technology.
I didn't do
and
anything.
society.
Cut down some trees.
18,000.
I sent out a couple guys with bows at one point to go
You
stand
took
near some
over one
walls.
of those little
Nobody came to stop me. You built too many walls and units and stuff.
I had to protect you from last time.
It worked very well. Thank you. It's like, there are walls here. I am safe. And this was the time I actually tried to protect myself. I had outposts set the two corners of my base with a bunch of archers that just kept slaughtering all their scouts that for some reason still kept showing up.
I think you did great.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Well.
Yes.
Well, that's that. I had a great time, and it's time for me to go. Bye.
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 I'll probably be playing this game more this weekend, probably to get my fill and never buy it.
Yeah, that's very understandable.
I may or may not play more. I haven't really thought about it yet. Nothing else has been sounding fun, so
Yeah.
something new is always interesting. Even if it's, not really new, but still new.
It's all the way new, actually. This was Age of Empires 4.
Yeah.
But it does have some similarities, I guess. Also different in a lot of ways. Like, I feel like in Age of Empires 2, it's a lot more paper, rock, scissors stuff going on. Where in this, I didn't think it was clear, like, what units counter what.
I mean, it says, like, this counters armored, this is not, or whatever. It's weak to things that counter armored. But that doesn't mean anything to me because none of mine ever got in real fights with anything. And if they did, they were just completely swarmed and eaten by whatever it was.
Mm-hmm. There's a few things that our Age of Empires 2 training helped us out on, like knowing to like make like more than 100 villagers.
Keep making villagers. They made it hard. I couldn't. Well, I guess you could like delete multiple ones at the same time. But other than that, you couldn't like just push a button.
You have to like hold it down until it finally is willing to let you delete it.
It's like, even though I didn't have like very much going on, it was still so much to try and like, okay, these guys are done whenever they were building. Now they've spread out throughout town and are just hiding in places. I have to find them all and send them somewhere, but I can't just select them because they're hiding among my troops. And the troops don't want to work on the farm.
Yeah, you really need the idle button. That was one of the first things I did when I started playing this, was I figured out where's my button to select all idle villagers and where's my button to select all idle military.
And because I couldn't zoom out enough and like moving the mouse to the edge of the screen scrolls it, when I try to select my guys that are like going somewhere, they like split up and I can't select them all at once. And you can't select via minimap because that would be useful. You just drag the minimap around, and that's not what I want. Just not at all familiar with this kind of control scheme, and I'm not a fan of it.
I can't believe there's no way to see the map.
Control for me to have big groups and do a lot of things. It's also very hard for me to tell where any of my guys, like me being red and them being orange, doesn't make it easy to see who's where in a sea of other colors.
Oh, you never turned your team colors on?
Oh, I did, but I was red, and the army that was closest, enemies that were closest to me was orange.
Oh, yeah.
There was no black or white. There was like red and orange and pink. Pink, at least, you can tell the difference quite easily, but orange, especially with like monitors and like night modes and that stuff to reduce blue light, everything gets very similar.
Yeah, I don't have my night mode on.
I accidentally
I've got
pushed the button.
A couple games where I don't, because it makes it like impossible. Yeah.
Sorry, I just pushed a button on accident and it like switched everybody's colors around. But like everybody else on our team was blue, and everybody on the other team was yellow. It made it very confusing for the last half of the game.
Oh yeah, I hate that.
I was like, what am I doing?
That might actually have been helpful for what I was trying to do. Because I barely understand anything as it is, so as simple as it could make it would probably be the best for me.
We can't even like view a replay of our games.
Hopefully they'll add that in. Maybe they just haven't like...
I was looking at the discussions on Steam, and all of them was like, you guys fixed the bug where you can't launch the game yet? Like, all right, let's see what their problems are. Yeah, no, I saw not a single one talk about the map or like results screen or anything like that. Most of them were talking about like the game won't launch.
Oh yeah.
So that sounds like a
I guess
problem.
it's their priority. It's like first
Yes,
let's make
I
sure
can
that it works, and then we'll get into other things.
Yes, I can understand that.
I'm actually kind of feeling bad though, 'cause,
Crash
like,
for all players. Game not launching.
I kind of want to play Age of Empires 2 still this weekend, but I feel like any of Age of Empires 2 I play is wasting the beta here.
I feel like I see one good comment and everything else is just negative.
Bunch of people complaining about AVX that none of their computers even support or something.
They're doing something weird in this game, because, like, my video recording should have been fine, but it just got nuked. They're using some part of the graphics card that no other game that I have uses.
Yeah, I don't even know what AVX is.
I think AVX is a CPU extension. It's a set of commands that the CPU can do that does a large number of operations in a single cycle. So like it'll add up like 256 different numbers together all at the same time. And like having sort of like a GPU type thing inside of the CPU. Maybe that could be what's going on. They've got maybe some sort of like they're telling the GPU to do some computations for them, and then it's sending it back and forth between the GPU and the CPU, and it's saturated that bandwidth.
Found one of your people.
People?
Yes, people saying, why can you not bind hotkeys? You need this in an RTS, especially modern day. The other guy said, yes, hopefully they fix that. And then that is among the sea of won't launch, not enough RAM, graphics are bad. This is why I still play the second one. Need better zoom options. UI needs to be fixed. UI is ugly.
Yeah. I guess until they actually release the product.
How people can't get into matches. I had a little bit of stuttering in towards the end of that last one. I myself wasn't seeing anything exciting. I was just kind of scrolling across some of your guys' bases, and the game didn't like that too much. But my computer's not warm or anything. So how hard it's actually trying.
Let's see how the observe feature works. Community. Was it in community or was it under play?
I think it's its own thing. Somewhere it's on the right side, wherever it was.
I lost it.
I think it's in the same menu as like play.
We have to go play multiplayer and then observe.
Yeah, and there's like you watch like 5 minutes behind. So if they just started, you have to wait.
Oh, that's awkward.
So you can't stream snipe, I guess. And, like reveal.
I feel like 5 minutes is still enough to like really get some advantages though.
Yeah, so I'm not sure on that. I don't think it actually told me how far behind it was. But I clicked on one, it was like the name of the server was like 3v3 noobs. And then I clicked on it. I thought I had been going for like 2 or 3 minutes, and when I clicked it, it said, alright, due to protection observing mode, you will join and watch in 3.5 minutes. Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I'm sitting here opening myself up completely to stream sniping because I'm sending it with like 10-second delay.
And I also noticed that in observing mode, you can zoom out less than you can zoom out when you play.
That's...
And I'm so confused by that.
Even worse.
When I was playing Observer, because I did Observer first, because it's messing around, I'm like, wow, I can't zoom out at all. This is horrible. I don't know how you'll be able to do this. I actually played it. I was like, okay, I can zoom out slightly farther, but not enough. Don't, I thought that's what the fog of war thing is supposed to be for. You can't see the entire world. Why can't I zoom out? I can't select my own house.
One thing I noticed is you can actually rotate. There was you
could rotate the screen. So does that mean it's an entire 3D world? I guess it probably is, but that's interesting. And an easy way to get yourself confused.
Oh yeah.
The world is upside down.
Yeah, I think the one thing I might do in that, like, well, yeah, the problem is, like, there isn't even an indicator. Oh, there is a north indicator.
There is, yeah, there's a north thing on the minimap.
That's good. It's like, one thing I might try to do, like, if I was playing a game, is just set myself up so where I'm facing upward instead of downward. Oh, this thing just keeps like showing me different parts of the game where I realize that Age of Empires 2 is better. But there's definitely a couple things that they've done that is like stuff that I asked for in Age of Empires 2. So I feel kind of bad at downing this one when they did the things that I wanted them to do. But I didn't want it in a new game. I wanted it in the old game.
Yeah, but if everybody hates this game, maybe they'll put it in the old one.
Maybe. You're gonna try to charge $60 for this thing.
I imagine it has to have a lot more civilizations and a lot more maps.
Well, it didn't sound like they were planning on doing more civilizations and maps than this.
If it's just these right now, yeah, that can't be $60.
Still nice to play something new.
There's 4 distinct campaigns and 35 missions, according to the Steam page. It doesn't say anything about how many civilizations there are, or maps. It says there's an expansion pack at the bottom. Sold separately, of course.
Oh man, Black Forest is complicated. There's a lot of paths all over the place.
It did kind of seem like it was kind of limited to 2 per person almost, though. So you can
Pretty
like
much.
choke point it up to a point.
But it like does weird things where like crosses and then opens up a new fork. But yeah, for the most part, you only need to wall two places tops, so long as you wall at the same place. Well, there is water in this map, but it's like right on the very edge where you would never reach.
Yeah, to use your naval war units, have a fight with anyone who comes and attacks your pond.
Yeah, and you have to first cut all the trees out, and then you can get to there and build your...
Well, the one we played on first, there's just like a puddle beside my starting spot, but it just led to the edge of the map and it didn't go anywhere. I was like, ah, yes. Excellent.
Oh wow, a boar has 2,000 food on it.
But they're not like dependable like they used to be.
Yeah.
Probably be still worth it though for 2,000 food. Because I read in some comments that there's not any food rot.
Oh. Another thing though is if you go hunting for something, you can barely hold anything. So it's like if you don't build a mill at your hunt site, then it's like useless. Whereas in AoE 2, if you sent like 4 villagers to kill a deer, they would take the entire deer and then head back.
And in this, I can barely keep my people doing what I want when I'm watching them. I can't imagine like heading out after some deer with my guy, and I have to lead him back because he just gets stuck on trees when I try to make him move long distances. He just runs into something and stops.
We should He should go back and forth between deer on his own, but the problem is he's only carrying like 15 food each time.
Right, so I don't think it's worth it even remotely.
Oftentimes in Age of Empires 2, even though people can easily take the deer and carry it all back, they'll still build a mill anyways just to make it more efficient. That's probably what they were thinking when they designed this. This game feels slower paced than Age of Empires 2. Do you guys? I guess you wouldn't know, Buster.
I would not know.
Sorry, what'd you say?
Does this game feel slower paced to you?
Yes. Yeah, at the beginning, definitely. It felt a little rushed at the very end, though. Like the finishing of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, the beginning felt really slow. But maybe that was just because of the last game, when Destiny had the Wonder. Made it really fast.
Yeah.
But definitely the beginning was slow.
Well, once we powered up, we kind of just like slaughtered them.
Mm-hmm. That's what kind of used to happen versus the AI and AOT too, though.
Yeah, we are only playing against intermediate.
And it was Black Forest.
Yeah.
So.
I wasn't expecting Black Forest to be Black Forest, but then it was.
Dang up, Black Forest, bang a dang a dang.
I bet Hand Banana's computer isn't working.
I don't think so. That'd be nice.
Yeah, I'm spectating this game, and I just can't, like... I don't see how somebody would be able to cast this. Like they took out a lot of the things that like you would pay attention to early game. Like the boar pull. The boar pull was kind of a silly deal though. That's why I've been playing Empire Wars lately. Because it just starts you like with a full town already going ham.
That stuff might like come out eventually, like, you know, as the game kind of like, as people play it more.
Probably, but if they don't have a good way to make it entertaining to YouTube, then they're going to have trouble growing. If they have trouble growing, they're not going to have the population to be able to justify spending additional resources to make the game better. But, you know, until they actually release the true product, we don't know what's actually going to end up in there. It's just the beta. But I doubt they have a whole bunch of stuff just chilling, ready to tape out there. You know, it could be the reason why this game that I'm watching is not very interesting, is because there's a bunch of noobs against a bunch of noobs on Black Forest. That could be the problem here. And 11 over here.
At 11, 9/11, 3/11. couldn't see it when I was dancing. I think isn't that a Family Guy clip?
No.
I don't know, it's a clip from something.
This is where I turned it on fast forward, and now it feels like it's going slower than it was going earlier.
I gotta get off. I got work in the morning.
Alright, see ya.
Yep. Talk to y'all later.
I'm thinking that the 8x speed doesn't actually work. The only thing that's happened is that it's skipping 8 frames. That's an interesting bug. Like if you told someone, "Oh, I want you to make a fast forward mode. I just want you to skip 7 frames." Okay, boss. Yeah, that's literally what it's doing. It's just skipping frames is all it's doing. That's pretty funny. It does the same thing when you go at 1/4 speed. It skips 3 frames. Or if I should report that bug. Surely they know. This Yeah, there's literally nothing to cast. Oh, we got some military heading out over here. Who is this? Your own sensei? Nope, no, he's going back home. Oh, we got a scout fight over here. Looks like Hero Sensei's not watching. And the real gamer just take the scout. At least we got some strategy over here. Real gamers actually put up some palisade walls. Anybody else do that? Only Real Gamer. Real Gamer's going to Castle Age. I think Real Gamer might be the only one who knows what he's doing in this game. He's the only one that did not pick... Wait, oh, there was another person. 4 of them picked Britons. Auntie picked Abu Said or something. I guess Real Gamer's the Holy Roman Empire. I wonder what you get from these sacred sites, other than victory by holding them all. Bob! I guess when there's a pro scene to this game, they're gonna have people just like making the military as soon as possible and doing early raids. Like just right now, everybody's a noob, so we're not gonna see that kind of action. Ooh, alright. We got an army heading out, but unfortunately he's heading out to the only place that's actually defended. But maybe he might be able to break this palisade wall with that army. He's gonna put Real Gamer on notice. Ooh, got a Vilken there. I feel like maybe they made walls a little bit overpowered.
You guys seem to throw them up very quickly. Like, I was like, oh, I'll go make a farm. Ooh, I'm running gold to make a soldier to defend myself. Hey, is there like a castle wall here beside my base? That he had just immediately put up on like a defensive cage around me. Oh, that stopped him from coming and killing me.
Ooh, Real Gamer's retreating. Yeah, something that happened in Age of Empires 2 when it first came out, walls built really, really quickly and were really, really strong. And they made them slower to build, and they made them have less HP. It's like overall they're like 8 times weaker than they originally were if you multiply all the different like stuff that they've like reduced on it. But it's still actually pretty strong. So it's just like, it was crazy strong when it was first made. They probably have a lot of that to fix. Although the funny part is, they actually took some of the pro Age of Empires 2 people in while they were developing it to try to get those things right earlier on. But it did not appear to actually help. Or maybe it did help a lot. Maybe it was just going to be a lot worse than this if they hadn't. Alright, so Real Gamer's just gonna back up to the next place, another wall. Classic strategy, it's what I usually do in Black Forest. You set yourself up with some good crumple zones, then you can focus on your economy. And then you can wait until your economy is running full blast before you start your military. As long as they don't break through before your military is ready, it puts you up at a massive advantage. I guess the AI doesn't really understand how to wall still. That might be the reason they originally didn't have AoE 2 AI wall. Actually, originally, the first AI for Age of Empires 2 did wall. But they got rid of it for the more advanced AIs. As far as I remember. I guess it's a pretty basic glitch if the AI doesn't quite know how to build the wall up to the edge of the forest. Wouldn't be too much to fix that.
Build like into or past it, so
yeah, it's tricky even for a human. If you find the right spot,
so
you can do it.
It should just let you like pack it as close as you want, but I never tried. Could you like sneak like around the edge if you do it right? Just like walk around it.
Not in the ones that I made, but I remember the AI actually did that, where he built some walls up to a forest. But then he stopped shy of the forest, and there was a spot for us, me and Duke, to just walk right in with the whole army. Yeah, they should just let you build like all the way into it. And why not? Honestly, though, like, you should be able to walk through a forest.
Right, like single small units.
Yeah, like maybe
Much
you can't
slower,
take,
Yeah.
Maybe you can't take a trebuchet through the forest.
No,
but,
that's not gonna work. You have to cut down trees and junk.
I mean, this forest, like, you should easily be able to put a, you should be able to drive a horse through this forest, no problem.
I mean, it doesn't show it because, you know, like the graphical style and stuff, but depending on the kind of forest, it could be like way more of a pain, like underbrush and stuff like that.
Yeah.
To a point where a horse might not even make it through. But yeah, for the ones we see, definitely walk through with no problem.
I kind of figured that they would let you walk through the forest in this version because one of the big selling points was that you could actually hide behind trees and people couldn't see you.
I wonder
But,
if you like take like a lumber mill setup, get your double tree felling speed, and just cut like a path into the woods and hide, like make like a hidey hole.
Maybe.
I wonder if you could like tunnel through and then get right up next to like the enemy's base, then cut down that final tree and have all your guys pour out. Funny.
In Age of Empires 2, until you take all of the wood from the tree, the cell still
Can't move
takes up
past it.
space. Oh, gamer just built this wall just in time. It's a big army that showed up. Yeah, I guess he had a fortress here, but a keep. That keep wasn't going to stop those people, they were just going to walk on by. I'd say the real gamer just won the game by putting that wall up in time.
Yeah, that's another thing. There are too many buildings that I have to remember what they do. And like, oh, I need this, I have to find it. I have to turn it on, I have to make it stronger.
Yeah, like, I feel your pain there. Like, I'm like, I better go into settings and turn on my Siege Workshop.
That was... This is like it's just the thing that builds them. What do you mean? Because I had just remembered to build that. Because that last game we played, I just didn't have one.
Well, it was doubly confusing because I already had made Siege in the previous game because I didn't need a Siege Workshop to make Siege that game. I was able to make all of my Siege from my Horde. Keep. I guess
Right.
that's a British bonus.
You can make like some, like 2 or 3 different things, but not all of them, I don't think. I guess they might not be siege, the ones I'm thinking of might be like cannons or something weird.
I suppose I never even clicked on a Siege Workshop after making it. Did I even make it? I don't even know. I think Siege is actually more of an advanced strategy. Where you don't
It
really
seems cooler and more interesting to me than select a bubble of men, click on thing, they'll run at it. I like the idea of like moving your guys, planting them, and you have like an area of range and stuff that you can fire at. As opposed to when I was kind of just running in when everyone else was killing the enemies there at the end. It was just like going into smacking buildings. And my guys on my like knights would go in and they just have like a torch and they are on their horse and they just pull up next to the building and they just slap the building with their torch.
Yes. At least they're doing it with a torch, not with
Yes.
a sword.
Yeah, they're not just running into the building full speed on their horse. The lance. That'd be. One of the units has like a description. It's like good against armor piercing, but it was like minimal to no damage against buildings or something like that.
Ooh.
Like I think it was like a crossbow or archer or something specific. It was like you
That
could
would
shoot
make
a
sense.
house. I don't know what it's gonna do for you. So that's neat. Like you said with the other one, it was more rock paper scissors, like strengths and weaknesses.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess what Final Fantasy was that I played. There's one of them that was kind of like this. Like it's kind of like an RTS. You control your little team, but there's only like I want to say like 4 or 5 of you.
Final Fantasy Tactics?
No, because it's. I know it's not tactics. I play tactics a good bit. It's real time. You take your guys, move them around, and there's like flying units beat ranged units. Ranged units beat. I said that backwards. Did I? Yeah, range beats flying because they're easy shots when they're in the air. Melee beats range because they just get up to them and slap the crap out of them. But then flying can like stay out of the melee's reach, but stay close enough to slap them around.
Huh.
And you have like your main guys and your heroes, and I think you can get like others, like lesser like troops with you. I don't remember what it was called. It's like Relevant Wings or something. I have no idea. It was on the DS. I have no idea which one it was.
And it was actually an official Final Fantasy game?
Yeah. No. Final Fantasy 12, Relevant Wings.
Oh.
So it's like a spin-off of 12. Because it has the same characters. I knew it wasn't like its own main thing.
We got the startings of a invasion over there.
Oh yeah, there are summons. So you like capture, you like set up buildings and you summon different and build different troops, different monsters. And you have like, you can make different squads to move out as, or just kind of try to be a giant blob. But you've got your party members are basically like your captains. It's pretty cool. I want to play that again. It says the gameplay is similar to its predecessor, but is simplified down to one special ability per character, possibly to accommodate the control scheme on the DS. So what was it like?
So maybe the previous one was better, possibly.
Yeah, I didn't know the previous one existed. I thought it...
Ooh, we got trebuchets over here. Smart.
Why is this all Zodiac Age? We have like Ah. I think I watched somebody play this. It's very strange, and I do not have a way to describe it. It is like between an MMO combat and you move your party members around and target things specifically out in the field. And stuff. It's very strange. It looks like and feels like you're walking through an MMO, like a big, like open field with enemies that are just kind of around. And slap the ones you want. Which also command your teammates pick which moves they use. Interesting. Oh yeah, there's like a gambit system. So like you basically programmed your teammates, so you could like set targets, actions, and priorities. Like it specifies who actions what to do. So you can set it so like if a teammate falls below 70 health, use heal, and like if enemy does whatever, poison him when the match starts, and these guys will buff these guys when the match starts, all kinds of weird stuff.
Like legit botting. Actually, in Secret of Mana, you could have a little bit of a basic control over the AI. You could tell your people like how far they should be and how aggressive they should be. And Secret of Mana was originally part of the Final Fantasy chain, but then it separated.
Whichever one was the first online one.
Is it 11?
Yeah, I think it's 11. I was watching a guy play that the other day. And he says, because I don't have friends to play this with me, he made himself one of the tiny, I can't remember what the race is, the tiny little people.
Mm-hmm.
They're like little gnome looking guys. And he made 3 identical looking ones of him. And he made bots and programmed and controlled all 4 players as ones. Each one a different class.
It's
and he
normally
like controlled
not allowed.
Yeah. But he's like, if you look around, that's all everybody is. Like, they're just bots running back and forth constantly, everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
But he's actually at one computer controlling all 4 people. It's just that, like, he can let them go on, like, semi-auto. Like, he goes into a fight, they each have their commands on what to do. And, like, follow him around. It was pretty impressive.
It's a good way to get away with botting, though. Because if, like, somebody tries to call you on it, you can just, like, start talking as a human from whichever one was caught.
Yeah. And I wonder how like protective they are still of that one when they have 14 out and big and giant.
I'm actually impressed that they're still running that game. Like, I wouldn't expect Sony.
I kind of was expecting the reason he was doing this is because like everything was shut down, but no, he like ran into other guys. A couple that were like very clearly bots was just like running back and forth. One was like stuck in between areas. You know how like you get to an end of a door, like a hallway, and you kind of like go into a loading screen and pop out somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
He was like past the end point in the hallway. He was like looking at this guy just like stuck back there. This like bot loaded in before it was supposed to, and just turned around before the game had loaded it, and now he's just stuck behind the doors. It's very strange. But yeah, I'm surprised that thing is still going.
Well, especially with a company like Sony.
I remember when they closed down my Metal Gear Online on PlayStation 3. That was sad.
It's one of the worst parts about consoles. Usually with PC games, those things typically don't stop.
And if they do, there's much easier ways
To get around that.
to do them yourself.
Yeah.
Whereas a console, good luck. It has been done, but good luck.
Like Age of Empires originally, like their servers shut down. Age of Empires 2. But then, it's like somebody else started up the server, and because it's set up to allow, you could just open up the game with like the command line and tell it which IP to point to. They were able to integrate it with like a different utilities to do matchmaking. And they kept that alive. And then eventually Microsoft realized, hey, this game can still make money. So then they started having servers again. Not quite exactly that, because technically the original game, you can't actually go into live servers anymore. Not official Microsoft
Edition or something.
Yeah, but they released the Definitive Edition, which is the same game essentially, though it uses official servers. It's probably hard to get into Age of Empires 2 at this point, with the fact that everybody that plays has got so much years and years of experience. But actually, a lot of people that are playing I've seen kind of young. The people that watched like their dad or somebody else play it when they were younger.
I wonder if they see like the modern day like mobile games, like Clash of Clans and all that kinds of stuff, that like mobile RTS, and they get hooked on something like that and they go in deeper. They go down like the rabbit hole.
And they realize, whoa, this game that was made 10 years ago is like way better than this other game that I've been trying to play.
That's one of the reasons we gotta like preserve these things for the future generation. Glance over at the Wii and realize my Monster Hunter that I started on servers shut down like years ago. The thing about those games is you have separate basically storylines and game, it's not quite game modes. Basically you like have separate quest lines, one for offline and one for online. And you just can't do any of the online ones anymore. You can't even go there to like do all this stuff. And there's not an equivalent for a lot of it in single player. So like big bosses and monsters and stuff you just can't get to anymore. That's sad.
Oh yeah. And there's stuff like it requires like hundreds of players to do something, and then there's just
not even that.
Anymore.
You could do it by yourself. And at most, Monster Hunter is only a 4-player game at a time.
Oh.
But with enough equipment or skill or preparation, you could do most, if not all, things by yourself solo. Some things take much longer. But like you can't even go into like the hub area to select the quest because like the servers don't exist. You can't even join the area. And that's not even like so that was 3 and there was 4, and technically none of them were called 5. The one we have now is World. Well, I guess we have now the one that came out next is called Rise, so that'd be like 6 came out this past year. 3 doesn't exist anymore. And it's not like a lot of them are kind of over here. We generally get a Monster Hunter every other year or every 2 years, and we just get like the special edition. Whereas in Japan, they get like a new one every year or whatever, and they get like 2 versions. They get the original when it comes out, and then like the next year is special edition, which has like double the content, everything in the base game and more. And usually that's what gets released overseas. It's like super popular. And it's not, but like between the games, so you have like 1 and probably Special 1 or 1 Ultimate, and there's like Freedom, Unite, which is like one of the PC ones. And there's 3 and there's 3 Ultimate, and there's 4 and 4 Ultimate. It's not like 3 and 4 are very different. That's the thing. It's not like, oh, this is just a better version I can play now. No, they're like completely different games, completely different monsters, completely different mechanics. 3, the one I started on, is introduced and entirely, like half the game was water combat. You fought like leviathans in the ocean and stuff. Either on ships, or mostly underwater with like 3D movement underwater, and weapons and stuff all work differently. And none of the other games does it have that.
I just watched something interesting. So these buildings, once they get low in health and catch on fire, they will just keep burning until the building is gone.
Yes. So if the building is set on fire, it will continue to do damage over time unless a worker goes and puts it out.
Very interesting.
So like that can like add a bonus damage to like a raid. You go in, you slap around, kill all their workers, or ever sets himself on fire with their military skills. You just take off and just leave everything burning. That's why the palisades, or whatever they're called, the wooden walls, makes them even worse. I've never even seen one.
It makes
The fact that they're
complete sense.
flammable. But the stone walls are so readily available.
That's what you would do if you were trying to siege wooden buildings. You'd just set them on fire.
Set
right
it on
on.
fire. No way, yeah. That works.
Looks like though in this game, like you can't just set it on fire for the most part. Like it's just it catches on fire if you've hit it enough times.
Well, it seems like depending on what you attack, you will either like poke it, like just smack it, like with your weapon or hammer or whatever, or you will stop and pull out like fire and throw it at it, or fire sticks and smack it. So it must depend on what's flammable or not, and I wonder if it depends on what unit you use to attack it. Because the guys were coming after me, there was like a couple that would stop, and when they attacked my outpost, they would all stop, put away their weapons, and try to set it on fire. But the rest of my stuff, they were just kind of punching.
Well, like even the castle was like made of stone, but it burned to death.
I guess there's wood in there. Or the classic, when taking damage on fire. Guy hits sword against castle long enough, castle will just burn down. I suppose I should probably take off. There's like a trail opening tomorrow. I have to sign up tomorrow and then come back the next day and be provided free pancakes.
Ooh, will you be at the ribbon cutting?
If they have one, probably. It's supposed to be like a geocaching thing. And it's like, it is, according to the site, for the town, the city, it is the only one in more than half of the state. The only official one, so I'm guessing they must mean for like one app or something weird like that. Because none of these things are official, it's just people hiding junk in the woods. I don't know who's going to condone that.
Sounds
That'll
fun.
be neat. Yeah, I don't know what. They're just gonna like appear a trail in the middle of the city though. I don't, because I wander the trails around the city.
Oh, so it's not like something new to the woods. It's like
That's what I'm confused about. Is there like another set of woods that I don't know about? But also like the address for this thing is like a market. Is this gonna be at the corner of the city?
business is downtown.
Yeah, is that what it's gonna be? Is it gonna be like a park that like goes through town? And, like, you're right next to this store where I'm gonna buy a bagel. I'm gonna hide this rock with a butterfly on it. And the guy's like doormat who trips over.
Put on by
guess
the
I'll-
local chamber of commerce.
Yep. Yeah, that's the hint. It's like 58 paces north from the Chamber of Commerce. Watch out for the bus. I'll be around later in the day. Alright. I'll talk to you later. Wait,
Bye. Got a lot of battles over here on this side. I did not expect it to go into this much time. But I was expecting Teal to win. Real gamer. They were starting to look a little suspect for a while though. Ooh, somebody's a wonder. Where's his Mercy's purple? Ooh. What a surprise. Where'd he build it at? Right here? They don't really have a lot of defense over here, but since they're pushing, the other team has more important things to worry about than fighting the Wonder. Man, they really lost all of their stuff in this forward base. Is there anything? Yellow's got a lot of staples, but its production's pretty small. It looks like the houses just catch on fire once they reach 25%. I guess that means what you can do is you hit it till it reaches 25% and then you just move on. It's probably also the same point at which it forces you to ungarrison. So that actually makes sense. If you were to go up to a town center and hit it until the villagers pop out, and then chase the villagers down, the building's still going to burn down. Unless they start repairing it. Oh man, they're really committing dual wonders. Oh, Yellow's back in the fight. This army though I don't think it's enough. Plus he's taking really massive damage from these siege weapons. Oh man. Oh, the massacre. I don't think these siege weapons are going to help. I guess the longbowmen can buy them. I think that was the problem there, they didn't fight as a group. Let's see, do we have trade over here? I don't see any trade carts. Do we have trade on this side? Not really. No trade. Well, the fact that red, or yellow particularly, he's taking these bad fights, he's going to be out of resources soon. Take a look at the resources. Oh, you know, there's a lot of resources still here. 9,000? Maybe there's got to be trade here that I'm just not seeing. Where's he getting this gold from? It doesn't make any sense. 15 sheep? I wonder how much time's on these wonders. Let's take a look. 5 minutes? We gotta see red and yellow work together. Gotta back these cavalry with the archers. Elite to neat. Nothing's really going on over here. What is Gray up to? Gray is more noob than anybody else. That's kind of the big problem here with this game. And red and yellow were not quite strong enough to carry Gray. Not a lot of action going on. I guess on the Real Gamers team, they don't really need to go fight. They just need their wonders to just win it for them. You think they would, though? They have the upper hand. Good opportunity to just go in and get some action. Oh, I see. Well, somehow he's getting gold from his farms. That's where this gold is coming from. Oh, I didn't know they had an ability like that. I guess that's what the mill... something that the mill does. Not a lot of gold. But it's a reliable source of gold that doesn't require teammates. Oh, these spearmen are gonna chomp down this cavalry. Red needs to move in. Oh god. Red is just waiting there. And Yellow is just losing all of his knights. That's not good. We got a signal flare. Yellow's asking for help. They gotta move. They are on the clock. Where's the siege at? They don't have any siege ready to go. I thought I saw some siege really. I must have lost it somehow. Ooh. This does not look good. I guess this is the final hurrah. Underneath the fire, multiple people. This game's been over for a while. I've just been watching it to the end because I already watched so long. Kind of feels to me like in this game the civilizations almost play two different. In Age of Empires 2 is mainly your unique unit that kind of changes things, and then a few holes in your technology tree. But in this game, putting in the civilizations, I think it really changes completely how you play the game. Kind of fun, I guess, but at the same time, it makes it into a steeper learning curve. It's also going to make it a good balance. Game over, man. I believe that was the Wonder Victory. Well, I bet on the right guy. Surprisingly, though, like look at Real Gamer's timeline doesn't actually look that impressive. Apparently, you can have more than 200 units somehow. Sure how Hero and Sensei did that. Alright, well, I'm going to end this stream. Guess I'll be playing this game a little more this weekend just to take advantage of it fully. But I think beyond that, I'm probably going to switch back to Age of Empires 2. Anyways, thanks for watching.